Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Those who are new, welcome. I know I haven't been posting often, but I am back and I will try my best to continue uploading more frequently, I promise. But as you can see in the title, this is all healthy hair tips, and I'm just gonna go straight into it, right? So, tip number one, no heat, no heat whatsoever, period. You put heat in your hair, you're basically telling your hair you do not care about it being healthy. All that heat does, it makes your hair straight, stringy, and it's not cute. It took me a very long time to heal from my heat damage. You see these curls? Do you see how tight these curls are? You straighten your hair, these curls will not bounce back in a quick way. It's going to take a while for your hair to heal after that heat. So I advise you, no heat whatsoever. Even if you're diffusing your hair, you put that on cool, not hot hair, cool. And if you have to, or if you really want to flat iron your hair, you should make it very, very rare. You should not be flat ironing your hair every other month because that is not good for your hair. It's not. Another thing is no perm. Perm kills your hair. You do not want to perm your hair. Please, 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 please. If you want your hair to be natural, curly, you want it to be healthy, the perm has to go permanently. Done. Next, no bleach and no dye. I know a lot of you guys like to dye your hair. You want to make it red one day, you want to make it blonde the other. Hair dye, bleaching your hair is horrible. It's just as bad as putting perm or heat. It does not help your hair. The bleach kills it. It kills it. If you watch one of my other videos, I showed how to use a hair paint wax that was purple. There is other colors of that same thing. You could do stuff like that. But bleaching your hair, dyeing your hair, you don't want to do it. You don't. Next, you do not want to use anything that contains sulfates, silicones, parabens, and alcohol. Those things kill your hair also. It does not help it heal. So, how do you figure out what products do not contain those things so you don't damage your hair? Look at the bottle. When you're buying, let's say, Shea Moisturizer, or if it's Diva Curls, on the bottle it says what it contains, and lots of bottles say right on the front, no sulfates. You need to check for that because those are not good for your hair whatsoever. Another tip, you could do the big chop. So let's say you have a lot of damaged hair. Sometimes leaving those split ends at the end to just leaving it there, thinking, oh, I could just grow it out, doesn't really help. You want to cut all that off. So doing the big chop will help you grow out your hair much quicker. Yeah, sometimes, you don't like how straight your hair is looking and it's not for you, but you can think about it. It doesn't hurt to try it. Another tip, you do not want to brush your hair while it's dry. You will break up your hair. Do not brush your hair while it's dry. You always want to comb out your hair while it is moist, wet. Another tip is, sorry that I keep looking away, I have my notes on the side here. Another tip is hair products that claim that they work for both straight and curly hair are probably not the best option to buy because it's probably just cheap, to be honest. It probably doesn't really suit your curly hair, and if you're buying that all the time and you feel like your hair isn't agreeing with it, that's probably why. You want to go for the hair products that is specifically for curly hair, that devote themselves to curly hair. You don't want to use anything that is also for straight hair because That's not what you're working on. You're working on your curly hair. Deep conditioner. You should definitely deep condition your hair. If your hair is dry, damaged, that deep conditioner seriously just brings back all the moisture into your hair. And it's just like, it helps. It definitely helps. You could deep condition your hair about once every 2 months. Yeah. Deep conditioning your hair really brings back all the moisture. It helps. You just gotta figure out which deep conditioner from which hair product works best for you. Another tip is to use oil. Oil is super good for your hair, whether you're using it for keeping your hair shiny, for locking in moisture, for hair growth, all of that. Oil is key, and it's great to put it on your scalp and just to massage your scalp for a couple of minutes while the oil is in there so it can really soak in. I'm going to do a separate video just about different oils, what each oil does to help your hair and how you can use those oils, because oils are really, really, really good. It's key. It's key. It really is. It's just great. Another tip, you need to be patient and committed. If you're sitting here and you're saying you want to go natural and you really want your hair to be looking as amazing as it could be, you have to be patient with it and you have to be committed. You can't sit here and say, I'm going to go natural, and then a week or a month or a year later you end up perming your hair, or you're doing something that's going to damage your hair, because you're doing all this work to bring your hair back to its natural state, and then you're giving up, and you can't do that. You have to be patient. Sometimes it takes a really, really long time for your hair to grow or to get healthy again, and you just have to be willing to go with that process and work around it. Okay, lastly that I'm going to talk about this video is methods. There's different methods in applying product to your hair. Like, one method is the LOC method, lock. That method is liquid, oil, and cream. The liquid could be water with some conditioner in it if you want, and shake it up and spray. Then you put your oil. The oil will help lock in the water and all that moisture into your hair. Then lastly, you use cream to style your hair. The cream helps style your hair, and voila. That's basically how I do my hair all the time. I wash my hair, then I put in my oil. I love to use coconut oil. I also use castor oil and tea tree oil. And then I use a cream. Sometimes it would be a moisturizer from Cantu, or it could be a cream from DevaCurls, whatever I feel like using for the day. That's what I use last. Then there's also the shingling method. That method is basically going one strand at a time, putting your product, and you take the hair and you wrap it around your finger to form the curls. So it all depends on you. There's so many different ways you can style your hair. You do not have to follow these methods, and you don't have to listen to anything that I just said. I am not a hairstylist. I am not licensed or anything, but from experience and from other people's experience, these are the best ways to keep your hair nice, moisturized, healthy. It just works better like this. And honestly, everybody here is different. Different products work differently. Sometimes your hair may be able to heal faster than others. It all depends on you and your hair type. You should also look into figuring out what type of hair you have. Sometimes using a lot of heavy products or using multiple products in your hair just weighs your hair down and it doesn't look good. Sometimes you need to use less products and lighter products that doesn't weigh your hair down. Also, depending on your hair type, depending on how kinky your curls is, how much it shrinks up, or how loose and wavy your hair is, you use different types of products, and everything is different. Everyone is different. It really just takes time figuring out what works best for you. it took me months to figure out what hair product I was actually gonna like. I switched from hair product to hair product over and over again. The amount of money I wasted trying to figure out what hair product was best for me, but at the end it was worth it because I finally figured out what exactly I like to put in my hair, and I am loving my curls. It's just great like that. So stay tuned for my next video where I'll be showing you how the oil works, different oils that help for different things, and stay tuned for the rest of my videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions below. And thanks for watching. Later, guys.